Hello everyone, welcome to Luke's TV Talk, where I go over some of the TV I've been watching recently. And for this episode, I actually looked at the new 5 shorts on Disney Plus of I Am Groot. Uh, they weren't too long. They say on the actual site they're 6 minutes, but they're not actually 6 minutes of shorts. There's a lot of credits, but I'll start off with they're just cool little shorts and little Groot adventures. The 5 different adventures that aren't even related at all, but yes, you can watch them in any order really, except maybe the pot one where he starts off in the pot. You could probably watch that one first, which is called Groot's First Steps. It's when Groot is still in his pot, but he's grown up a bit, so he's almost out. He gets jealous of a potted plant and ends up regrowing his legs, but also breaking the pot of the plant, but becomes friends with that plant. but that it was a short little adventure where he gets jealous of a plant and then becomes friends with it. But it was a fun little adventure of him trying to win over the robots that were looking after it, and yeah, it was just a fun little I don't know, little story. But yeah, the second one was called The Little Guy. Groot finds a miniature civilization, and this was kind of dark because Groot is just wandering around on a planet, and moves a rock out of the way, and under this rock is a small little civilization of little blue bean people, and he kind of acts like a god and torments them somewhat for a bit, and they start shooting him with lasers, and eventually he gets scared and shoots a leaf out when he farts out of nervousness, and they then cheer, and he then brings them more plants, but then steps on them. So yeah, it's kind of a grim episode, but it was a fun little Groot pretending to be a god. It was weird but funny. The third one was Groot's Pursuit. Groot finds a liquid that mimics him. So it's on the ship of I can't remember what it's called, but the Guardian ship during the night, and a liquid escapes from a a container, and it starts mimicking Groot, and they have a dance off, and then eventually Groot gets jealous and sends out of the airlock because he's like, I am Groot, and he doesn't like people copying him. That was another really dark moment for it because Groot basically kills this sentient liquid. It was very strange. But yeah, but that was that. He basically had a dance off with some water. It was very strange. The fourth one was Groot takes a bath. Groot bathes in mud and grows leaf hairstyles. He basically goes into this forest area and sits in this little mud sauna, and he sits in it for too long, and his whole body, because of the mud, grows leaves, and he starts to cut it into hairstyles and into dresses, and then at the end of it, because he was singing, a little fox creature starts to moan at him, but then Groot defurs this creature and takes its tail as a scarf in another very grim moment. It was very weird for this child Groot character to be really mean. It was a funny little episode, but another one that ends on a very grim note of him bullying this small creature. And then the last of the 5 shorts is called Magnum Opus, where Groot makes a picture for Rocket, and Rocket does appear in this episode. But Groot goes around the ship and grabs all these ingredients and sets off an explosion, all to make a little picture for Rocket. And at the end of it, blows a hole in the side of the ship and saves Rocket. So it kind of was one of the more light-hearted ones, but it was really strange because I guess you could call it a negative. But everything we've seen of Groot, he's a really happy character when he's in his little form. But in basically, I guess 3 out of the 5, Groot's really mean and careless. He steps on the civilization. He throws this sentient water out of the airlock and possibly kills it. And he then bullies this little fox creature. He's really mean to a lot of things in these shorts, and I'm like, whoa! I didn't realize Groot was this sadistic almost. It was funny, but it was really ooh. I didn't expect Groot to be this mean. And then the biggest downside, I think, of these shorts is on the actual Disney Plus site, it says 6 minutes for the majority of these, but the actual shorts themselves are about 3.5 minutes. So the short is like half of the runtime, and the other half is all credits, and that was really a bummer. I wish they'd done put it up for 9 minutes and maybe made like a 6 minute short and then 3 minutes of credits, because the shorts are hardly anything. They're like really like snappy, and then it's just done, and then you just go, oh okay. So they're not 6 minutes. They're literally half the runtime, which is the main drawback I thought about the shorts. But overall, I had fun, even if Groot seemed to be a bit of a meanie to some people and creatures. It was a fun little 3 minute adventure times 5 for Groot, because I think the next time we see Groot will most likely be in the Guardians Christmas special. I think that's the next time he's going to appear. So yeah, this was a nice little stopgap between the last time we've seen him until that. But yeah, it was fun. So yeah, that's it pretty much. So if you did enjoy this little talk about I Am Groot, the 5 shorts, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all the TV, movie, and anime reviews I'll be doing in the future. But until then, I will see you next time.